DeRozan.
That's how you make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered. The floor is open. Take care of business.
Yeah, that's right. So you push it. That's the best opportunity for points on the break. This lead, I think, is headed north.
And Lowry, arguably the Raptors' best player last season. Despite that, Stevie was the subject of repeated trade rumors.
Well, it was such a curious situation for Toronto. On one hand, they were trying to rebuild at the beginning of the season, maybe get a top draft pick, and then all of a sudden they started playing well. In the end, no trade. Lowry becomes their best player, and then, he leads them to a top 3 seed in the playoffs. So it's kind of a strange season.
From deep, Williams. And so it looks like the Raptors will retain possession here. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter.
Overall, I haven't seen the same type of success that they initially had from beyond the arc. I think it may be because they're rushing a little bit. They're still getting good looks, but now they've got to make sure their feet are set and they're shooting it with confidence.
To the wing on the left. Deflects the pass. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. It's stolen by T. Trying to get back on track. Johnson with the block. The wide open look here for DeRozan. And that's not going to go. And a tight game here as we end the first half. Toronto ahead. They lead by 5. 2K Sports back in a moment here at Phillips Arena in Atlanta. We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball.
Atlanta needs to do a better job guarding against DeRozan.
He's got 8 points, and he's put 1 3-pointer on the board.
Yeah, he's got to take his time behind the arc.
He'll have at power forward with Horford at center. Teague and Korver in the backcourt. And it's Carroll in at the 3 spot. They're the group for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half.
Big step forward in the play of Terrence Ross last year, and you can see why fans are excited about his growth. He has the physical tools and skill set to become an elite wing player.
The wide open look here for DeRozan. And a miss there on the triple. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right. To the paint. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
And that's a nice finish for the big fella there. I mean, he used his length very well under the basket.
There may be more athletic players around the league, but Steve, not many bigger ones.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, Kevin, I'd like to see him even take advantage of that size more often on the offensive end and be more aggressive. Jeff Teague, one of the quickest and most elusive point guards in the NBA. He's incredible in transition, and where he's really improved is in the half court. He's figured out how to carve up defenses off the dribble.
Amir Johnson's checked in for Toronto. Ross, that's good. Ross has got the lead up to 6 now for Toronto.
Guys, they've had a solid start to the second half offensively. Gotten good looks, and they've made 3 out of 4 of them.
And Teague, a top-tier penetrator. Nice teardrop in the lane.
And he's an improved passer, too, Kevin. I like the confidence he's starting to play with now. Getting into the lane, he's elite when it comes to the assist-turnover ratio that point guards are measured by. And he continues to expand his offensive game as well.
Always going up for the alley-oop here.
Al Horford, the Dominican big man, won 2 titles with that great University of Florida team, actually back-to-back titles in 06 and 07. You really love his skill level. There's not much he can't do. He gets up and down. He's a terrific passer, and his mid-range jumper is spot on.
James Johnson checked in for Ross. And it's all evened up.
Really tough to get that shot off with the size differential there. It's not an individual matchup he's going to win every time, especially in the post.
Very well done. I didn't think he had any business operating down there with the big fellas.
And Steve, for Horford, consistently a threat from mid-range. It's curious that he has struggled at the free throw line the last couple seasons.
Yeah, it must be something mental, because you think about what a good shooter he is from the outside. Some people have even thought maybe he should shoot threes from time to time. But the free throw line struggles, that's something that's bothered a lot of people over the years, and usually it's a mental block of some sort.
Terrence Ross is checked in for Amir Johnson.
Making the playoffs was a goal the Raptors have been working towards for a long time, and last year they were able to get back to the postseason for the first time since 2008.
Now here's Teague. 10 points for him. There's a screen. Kicks it to Korver. He feeds it to Carroll. Clock at 6. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Korver, no luck. A long drought came to a close last night.
Oh, get it! Uh-oh, watch out now. I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is the 2 points, not the dramatic.
Oh, come on, Clark. He had to go for it, didn't he?
I'm with you, Kevin. You can't fault him for that. I mean, just let him go. Who cares?
Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, Kevin, the Atlanta Hawks, a team that looks to spread the floor with shooting. Coach Mike Budenholzer said, we don't want to just be a three-point shooting team. We want to get to the rim first. By creating that space, we give our guards and our bigs a chance to attack. If the paint is taken away, we'll look for our shooters. Good strategy, Kevin.
Coach Bud coming from San Antonio, Doris. The Hawks trying to create that same kind of spacing.
Obviously, they're evenly matched teams on the inside. The rebound numbers are very even.
Yeah, I've been impressed with just both teams' energy, just really working hard on the boards. A lot of big things happened for Kyle Korver last year, but the one that sticks out in my mind is that he was able to tie and then break the record of 90 consecutive games with a made three-pointer. Says a lot about him as a player, his work ethic. Oh, my goodness. What a huge play.
Kyle Lowry with a beautiful setup.
The Hawks trail by 3. Teague up top. Now recovering. And there's the pass to Carroll. It's stolen by Valanciunas. Here's DeRozan. Loses his grip and misses the dunk. Here's Teague. Flashes it down to finish the break. Savage, that's the way to get some momentum on your side.
Absolutely. Those dunks can really have a deflating effect on the defense.
Toronto leading by 3. On the court for Toronto to start the 4th. Lowry and DeRozan, they're the backcourt. Patterson is the 4 with Valanciunas in the middle. And it's Ross in the small forward. Korver passes to Millsap. Dishes it to Carroll. Shot clock at 5. Teague kicks to Carroll. That's good, and so Teague with the assist. Carroll's got the game tied up here for the Hawks.
Again, lackluster transition defense.
And, you know, 7 of the last 10 points, Steve, they've given up have been off the fast break, so it's pretty easy to see the problem. Now you got to do something to correct it.
Lowry dishes to Ross. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's Carroll to take the lead, and it's blocked. Outside DeRozan. There's the dish to Patterson. To the wing right side. The shot, no good. And Atlanta will come the other way. Here's Carroll. Buries it down low. Carroll's got 5 points now this quarter.
getting out in transition, guys. They're coming fast and furious.
They've got the deep gasping for breath here with 7 straight fast break points now, Steve.
Atlanta calls timeout. Atlanta making some changes. Mike Scott comes in for Damari Carroll, and it's Kent Bazemore in for Jeff Teague. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Hi, guys. I had a chance to find out what Mike Budenholzer was discussing with his guys. He told them, this is it, fellas. Let's hit them right out of this timeout. Put some pressure on them. Show them how much you want it. Let's go get it. Guys, he's really exhorting them to give them a burst of energy.
Toronto trailing. Outside DeRozan. They get the rebound. The drive by Lowry. Shot is blocked. There's the lob to the hoop. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Here's DeRozan. He dishes it to Lowry. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. And Valanciunas kicks to DeRozan. And again, Toronto no luck.
Very little success for him behind the arc today. Just 1 3-pointer in the first half and still none in the second.
And oh, here we go. Lowry's got the fast break chance. That one wide left.
Things have kind of gone south for him here in the quarter.
Korver, no luck. Toronto's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. That one goes. Count it. 16 points for DeMar DeRozan.
Loose defense at such a critical time. You're better off sending him to the line than giving him 2 points.
Oh, trying for it. And as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here. Atlanta making some changes. Damari Carroll's checking for Scott. And it's Teague for Kent Bazemore. Knocked away! And stolen by Patterson. And he's going up for the alley-oop.
Boy, great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, it sure was. He made a beeline for the bucket as soon as they got the ball. Right away, straight to the rim.
Millsap in the corner. Down low. Carroll. Nails it. And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
Oh, what a basket, and at the perfect time.
How about the courage and backbone of this guy? Wow.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock.
Big bucket. You've got to play for a stop here with the 2-point lead. No open three.
A free throw drop for DeRozan.
Huge free throws there, and that could be the difference. It will force, more than likely, a desperation 3-point attempt.
Atlanta calls timeout. They're trailing by 3. 11 seconds left to play in the final quarter. What's your take, guys?
Well, down 3, you don't necessarily have to go for the 3. You could go for the quick bucket and then the foul.
I'm not sure. I mean, in this situation, I think they should look for the 3, Steve. I mean, try to tie this thing up. You've got 3-point shooters. Let it fly.
Toronto calls timeout. To win it, gets the game winner to fall.
Nothing but zeros on the as he drains the winner. What a finish.
And he